Hi everyone, Patricia Worby Alchemy Therapies here. Just a very quick hello this morning from a beautiful spring day here in the UK. We're very blessed actually with some beautiful sunshine at last, because we have had the most horrendous winter. It feels unfair to complain when Australia have had their wildfires and so many places around the world have such extreme weather. And the worst we've had really is that we've not had more than 5 days without rain in 6 months, which is quite phenomenal, and about 33 inches of rain here in the south of England where I live. So lovely to see the sun. Of course, it's in the backdrop of what's currently happening now with the coronavirus or COVID-19 epidemic. But as I said in the last video, it's actually the epidemic of fear that's more worrying for me, because it has caused some ridiculous effects in the population. You know, quite apart from all the panic buying that we've seen, it actually reduces your immunity, and this is something we really have to get over. We really have to understand that what's going on is just a natural process. It's gone out of balance. Of course, we shouldn't have a virus killing people, because that's not its natural method of proliferation, because if it kills the host, it dies itself and then it has to infect someone else. It's really the result of the practices that have been operating in our culture, you know, of keeping animals and people in very close confinement with no fresh air and, you know, not proper sanitation and things like that. So we're really reaping what we've sown here. And without meaning to sound like I'm casting blame on anybody, because I'm not, I really think we have to get together with others and be compassionate to ourselves and the rest of the human race. And basically, we need to fight this. Well, we don't even need to fight it. We need to acknowledge what's happened and change our response, change our behaviours, and make sure that while being careful that we're actually helping each other and not just looking to isolate in the sense of it's all about me, me, me. We need to actually bond together with our neighbours, with our communities, and with everyone around the world to spread a message of hope in the face of this panic and fear, because there's nothing that destroys your immune system more like fear, because it actually has a physiological consequence. Okay, so it's very apt, I think, actually, that I'm in the middle of writing my 4th book about the energetic nature of being human. And I don't just mean in a vague way, I mean in a physical way, that we are composed of light, electromagnetic waves that sort of agglomerate, if you like. They coalesce to form what feels like a physical body, having a physical life. And we can get very tied up in that. And, you know, when we're operating from this material view of I am a self, I am an individual, we lose connection with our relationship to the wider environment, to the cosmos, to the fact we're made of the same molecules as space, as the earth, you know, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, some nitrogen, some other minerals as well. But we're basically carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And this is an organic being that we are, but we are also actually energetic in the sense of we vibrate. We have specific energetic frequencies that we emit. And this is going to be the subject of my new book, which is called Life Illuminated, because I really wanted to play on the nature of light, obviously from the title, but also to illuminate the fact that we are not just isolated single human beings competing with each other for resources. We are an interplay of energy, and when we transform our energy and when we talk about love and compassion and kindness, our vibration changes. It might not be apparent visibly because we're not connecting with the invisible electromagnetic spectrum, but certain techniques can detect that, whether from your hands, if you do a Japanese method of healing called Reiki, or through quite technological examples of machines that will measure this emanation from the body. And so there are various like gas discharge visualization, which was developed in Russia, can actually map the body and see what sort of state you're in. Fear has a particular vibration, so does joy, compassion, kindness, and so on. So this isn't just an esoteric understanding, although of course it ties in so beautifully with a lot of the teachings from, ancient cultures and religions. But it's also a profoundly practical proposition, because if you change your energy, you change your life. And that's what I'm trying to do today, just by getting out. I've been outside, I've been on my bike, I've been cycling to get some shopping, without panic buying. I've just bought what I could carry, and, acknowledging people, not getting too close, obviously, for practical reasons, but, smiling and being around people and enjoying the fact that this is the quietest spring I have ever lived in this city. We have, because of the virus, we have very little traffic. We also have much lesser aircraft, because the local airport has basically suffered a huge downturn in traffic. So we've got the odd plane going overhead, but nothing like the usual amount. And so you can hear the birds singing, you can hear the wind in the trees, you can feel the earth rejuvenating and coming back up. It is an absolutely spectacular time of year. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, if any of you are listening to this, it's autumn is lovely too. So wherever you are in the world, just enjoy this moment of reflection and a chance to change the way we do things, and perhaps what you can do as an individual, tying together with your communities, whether it's singing out the window, sending a letter, or ringing up a friend, feeding your body with good food. I've just had a juice. I don't always juice because it's not always good for me. It depends what time of year it is, but spring, your energy is rising. So I've had a cleansing juice this morning of cucumber, celery, lemon, ginger, apple, organic apples, which are always lovely. And, it's such a huge boost to the system. I'm also taking quite high doses of vitamin D and C with a general multivitamin. So there are things you can do, but hope and joy and compassion are the biggest changes you can make. So after having watched me, maybe go and do something kind and loving, either to yourself or to someone else, and try to turn this around. This virus isn't here to destroy our civilization, it's here to wake us up. And that's what we need to do. We need to take responsibility and change the way we live. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Do subscribe if you're interested, and contact me and find me on alchemytherapies.co.uk. Bye for now.